Hey, this is Rod V. You're about to watch the last part of my first ever electric guitar build. But in the process of putting this video together, my computer crashed and I lost a lot of the footage, and I was only able to recover so much of it. So I put it together the best I could, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Okay, it's been about a week since I've painted the body. It's all ready to go. I just need to wet sand it and then polish it up. Okay, I'm about to get ready to wet sand it, but first what I want to do is everything I've watched and on YouTube and videos on how to wet sand and everything, they worry about water getting down into the holes and then soaking into the wood, and then it will swell the wood and crack your paint. So what I'm going to try to avoid that, but what I'm going to do is I want to take some teak oil on a Q-tip, and I'm just going to wipe the inside of the hole. I want to coat it with some teak oil, basically to make a little water barrier and hopefully keep the water from getting into the wood. Okay, we'll start wet sanding, and what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a sponge instead of a hard sanding block like this one, because I really don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on it. And I'm going to start out with 800 grit paper. And I'm just going to lightly sand back and forth and try to level everything out. Alright, I got the front side done with the 800. I mean, it's all nice and smooth. I figured I'd show you what I'm doing on the back side. I'm really not worried about getting water in this cavity because I painted it. It's got clear coat on it, so I'm not worried about that. But anyway, 800 grit, and I'm just lightly going over it. I'm going with the grain. Then after I do it for a little bit, I take my rag and I wipe it down to see if I see any shiny spots. Wherever I see anything shiny, I'll wet my sandpaper and go back and do it again. Alright, now I've got the front and the back sanded. I'm going to take my pool noodle again. I'm going to wrap it. And I want to do the sides with the pool noodle because I don't want sharp edges. I don't want sharp edges digging in to the corner there. So I'm going to take my pool noodle and just sand the sides. Alright, I got the front, the back, and the sides done. Now I'm going to go on to 1000 grit and let me get the front done, and when I start on the back I will show you what it looks like with 1000 grit. Alright, now I've got it down to 1500 because I didn't have any 1000 grit. It's starting to look a bit better, and the more I sand it, the more cloudy it gets, and some of the clear spots that I missed just are coming out. Alright, I've got it sanded to 2000. I think I'm going to go ahead and go to 3000 because it really wasn't that difficult. Alright, I got it all sanded up. Now this is my first time doing this. I don't know if I got it done right or whatever, so I'm going to polish the back of it to see if I might need to go back and sand it. I hope I don't. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I got to hit it some more. You can see right over here I've got to hit it some more. So I got the back polished. I've got to wipe it down a little bit, but is it perfect? Not by no means at all, but for being my first time, I think it's pretty good. Alright, I got it all polished up. I'll do a final detail when I get it all put back together. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the shielding paint inside the pockets. let all that dry, and then we can start putting the electronics in. And once I get done with that, I'll do a final polish on it and put the strings on it and see what happens. Okay, I got everything on the pickups, pick guard. I'm going to go ahead and put my wiring harness on. I ordered this. I got this from Star Guitar Systems online, if you ever want one. Now, I have no affiliation with him. I just found him online, and I just figured I'd tell you where I got it. Well, that took a while getting the electronics in it, but I did it. I got everything in there. And I got one little scratch right here that I got from one of the nuts on the table. I might wet sand that, try to get it out. Backside, I got my cover on. And what I got to do now is polish up the neck, put the neck on it, put strings on it. Alright, next up is my neck. What I need to do is I'm going to take some 1000 grit sandpaper, and right here where I taped the fretboard, there's just a little line of paint where I taped it up. So I want to take some 1500 grit sandpaper and a paint stick and try to sand that edge down and then polish it up. Alright, tighten up the neck. Had a little bit of trouble getting the screws in, but I got them in there. Alright, here it is. It's all done. Is it perfect? No. I didn't expect it to be perfect, but I don't think it's too bad for the first guitar I've ever built. So I guess the next question you're going to ask is, what does it sound like? Well, I don't know how to play a guitar, so I got a buddy of mine that's going to play it for me, and we're going to find out what it sounds like. Hey, thanks for watching my first ever electric guitar build. I think I did pretty good considering this is the first guitar I've ever built. And it will play, and that's what I wanted to know. I wanted to know if I could build a playable guitar, and I did. And it's got its mistakes, and I'm going to learn from those mistakes because I'm going to build another one, and I'm going to improve on that because I know now what not to do. So stick around, hit like, subscribe, because I'm going to build another one and come back and let's see what happens on the next one. I appreciate it, and y'all have a good day.